In this video, we'll learn how to do a traditional granny square, probably the most versatile of all the squares and a great square for beginners as well. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so to get started, we're gonna go ahead and do a magic circle. So to do that, we'll just drape the yarn over our hand here. Go ahead and wrap it around your top two fingers to make an X, thumbs down on the X. And then go up top here and we're gonna push our hook under the first line, grab the second and pull it through. You turn everything to face you. I'm gonna go ahead and pinch everything right here at the hook and bring up my working yarn here. And then we're in our magic circle. So now for a traditional granny square, we're gonna go ahead and chain 3. That will count as our first double crochet. And then I'm gonna work 2 more double crochet into the magic ring here. So in order to do that, I'll yarn over, go into the ring, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. We'll yarn over, just pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through the other 2. So we've completed our first double crochet. We will count that first 3 chains as our first double crochet as well. So we need 1 more, yarn over, into the loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 3 double crochets or granny cluster. So now I'm gonna go ahead and chain 1. Then I'm going to complete 3 more double crochets into the ring. So 1, 2, and 3. Again, I'll do 1 chain, and I'm going to put 3 double crochets again into the ring until we have 4 clusters all together. So I'll go ahead and add those now. So I went ahead and continued until I had 4 clusters. So you should have your 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3, chain 1, 3, and don't forget to chain 1 the last one as well. We'll go ahead and take our short end of the yarn here and pull our magic circle closed, like so. And then we'll just slip stitch to the top of our chain 3 to go ahead and finish this off. So to slip stitch, you just insert your hook into the top of that chain there, that stitch, yarn over and pull that yarn back through the stitch, and then pull it directly through the loop already on your hook. And now you've sealed that round off. Now, how I go ahead and do my granny squares is I will go ahead and slip stitch to the next chain space. So I'll slip stitch again in the next stitch here, and then slip stitch again in the next stitch here. And then again, see that chain space, the gap? I'll slip stitch right into it. So now I'm back in a gap space. I'm gonna go ahead and chain up 3. And now we have, you can see, 4 corners. So you have this chain space, this one, and this one here. Kind of hard to see on the first round, but they're there. And so in each of these chain spaces, we're actually gonna do 1 cluster of 3 double crochet, chain 1, and another cluster, all in each space. So 2 clusters with a chain 1 between in each one. So I'll go ahead and add that now. I'll do 2 more double crochet in the same space there, followed by a chain 1, and then 3 more double crochet, all in the same space. All right, so we have our corner here. Now I'm not gonna chain anything. I'm just gonna go right into that next chain space there with 3 double crochet. And then I'm gonna chain 1 and do 3 more double crochet in that chain space. And 3. So now you can see I've got these top 2 corners done. So in this one you do the same, and in this one as well. 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, and repeat over here, and I'll meet you back. All right, so I went ahead and added my other 2 corners. And again, just to finish off this round, I'm gonna go ahead and slip stitch to the top of that chain 3 here. So I'll go ahead and insert my hook in here. Sometimes you have to kind of wiggle it in just because chains can be a little tight. There we go. And I'll just slip stitch that in to finish off that round. So that round is complete. Now again, I'm just gonna slip stitch in each stitch until I get to my next chain space, my next corner, which is right here. So now I'm in a corner again. And again, our corner is gonna be exactly the same as what we just did. 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So I'll chain up 3 to start my new round and do 2 more double crochet because that chain 3 does count as the first one. Chain 1 and 3 double crochet, all in the same spot. Now you're thinking, okay, so the next corner is over here of our square, right? But we have this gap space in between. So we're certainly not gonna go all the way and skip all this and go over here to our next corner. So now in each round that you do on top of this square is gonna have an additional space in the sides here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces on the sides. Now in these spaces, all we do is put 3 double crochet. No chaining or anything again. The only time we chain is in the corners. So I'll put 3 double crochet in that side there. And now we can reach our corner where we'll do 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So I'm placing my 3 doubles, oops. 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles for my corner here. All right, so I have another corner complete, and here we are. We're back on this side where we have the space in the middle before we get to our next corner. So again, here I'll just put 3 double crochets, and then this will be a corner, 3 double crochets, corner, 3 double crochets. So I'll meet you back over here. So I've gone ahead and made it back around, and I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the chain again to seal off this round here. So let's go ahead and slip stitch there. All right, and then if we want to go up another round, you can make these squares as large as you want. So you can make them this tiny, you can make them this big, you can keep going until you have the size of an entire blanket. And that's how you would do an infinite granny square blanket as well. So we're going to do one more round for this granny square by slip stitching to the corner again, right into that chain space, chaining up 3, and we're in a corner. So we're going to go ahead and do our corner, which is 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. Now the only difference now in every round from here on out is, see, now we have our corner over here, we have 2 chain spaces between us and the next corner. So in this chain space, you'll put 3 double crochet, and in the next one, you'll also do 3 double crochet, and then you'll be back at your corner where you repeat this. So you have a corner, 3 double, corner, 3 double, corner, and so on and so forth. So I'll meet you back here. So we're back here, we've done our last cluster. I'm gonna go ahead and slip stitch to the top of this chain again. Right there. And at this point, if I wanted to fasten off, I will just chain 1, cut my working yarn, and pull up and out. And that is how you do a traditional granny square. So you can see my corners are a little more rounded. My overall square is very tight. It's not very gappy or anything. That's the way I prefer mine. Now let's say you want to chain 2 or even 3 in the corners. These corners would be much pointier. It'd probably look more like that, which is what a lot of people do prefer. But it would be more spread out as well, just be a little more gappy. So it depends what you like. I like this. Some people like the more pointed corners, but either way, it just depends how many you chain. And these are the most versatile square you can really use. I mean, you can use them to make anything. They just look really great. So yeah, hope you enjoyed.